just so real that I can't stop thinking about it. And you know, the really good dreams you just forget as soon as you wake up in the morning.
Guys, for a beer.
Oh, yeah, can't
In man. Margaret,
Maybe.
I'm only going to ask once. You've had your warning.
Oh, Christmas drinks on, Nick. Woohoo!
Hey, Robbie.
You know, Doreen and her father?
Yes, Mr. Jamieson. Doreen, how are you?
I'm not interested in how do you do. I just want to report a crime, get out of here.
Dad, let Robbie
Hey,
explain.
Let me speak for myself, all right? One of my paintings has gone missing. I want to get it back.
Right, so how is Mr. Doyle involved in this?
Well, he was with me when Dad called me. He offered to drive us in.
With the artist?
Yeah, I am.
What was the subject?
A horse. A horse. Yes, isn't that what you always paint, Mr. Jamieson? Horses?
I wouldn't use that word too lightly, girlie.
Well, what was the value, sir?
No value, because it won't ever be for sale.
No value.
And I'll kill whoever's taken it.
Oh, I didn't know you were into art, Robbie. Are you still pumping petrol at Doreen's?
Yeah, I'm still gainfully employed.
I'll see you all down the Imperial side.
Yeah, see ya.
What's the point in looking at pictures that weren't pinched? Why don't you go looking for the one that was?
Well, if you've reported a crime, we need to check the crime scene. How are you, Jim?
None the better for being here, Sergeant.
Mr. Jamieson, see you in the car.
Yep. Oh, Maggie. You dream of horses and look what happens.
How's her ex-husband? Did you ever hear from him?
Who are you on about?
He's on about Doreen.
Well, ask her, not me.
With a valuable art collection around, you want to be sure about the people she gets to know.
It's all right, I can get out of the car by myself.
Suit yourself.
You live here on your own?
Hey, you think Robbie's involved, don't you?
No, Maggie, I just think that it's a bit of a coincidence that he's sniffing around the daughter.
Why would he report it missing if he had anything to do with it? You're wrong.
This will make a lovely weekender.
It's lived in.
All these paintings and only one was taken, eh?
This is so strange. I had a dream about a black horse last night.
Yeah? Oh, this guy. It was a nightmare.
No, I'm serious. It was real.
Hey, what the bloody hell is going on? It's back.
What?
Picture, there it is.
Sure about that?
Yeah, that's it.
Mr. Jamieson, you're telling us that the painting hasn't been stolen at all?
No, it's gone, now it's back.
Are you absolutely sure about that, sir?
Yeah,
Now, it's back.
can't explain that.
Well, I think there's a simple explanation. You made a mistake. Constable.
You owe Robbie an apology. Hey, so did you actually see his paintings? Yeah, and the horse, the black horse in the paintings, was exactly the same as the one in the dream.
They were bloody shockers.
Oh, they were all right. It's Black Lightning. Who? The horse. The Petersons used to own it before Jamieson bought it. He was working there as a breaker. And apparently what happened was the horse broke loose. It went straight for him, knocked him down and stomped his leg. So he had to go to the city to get specialist treatment. And when he came back, he destroyed all of his paintings, the ones that hadn't already sold, and just started painting that horse over and over again.
We're there as soon as we can. Excuse me. And I'm holed up at Doreen's server.
Was Robbie all right?
It's fine. Everything's fine. And you come with me. Oi, you stay.
PJ.
No, you stay.
He's my brother.
You touched anything, mate?
No. Oh, yeah, the telephone, I made a couple of calls.
Not the till?
No,
Not the door?
no.
So how much money was in there?
A couple $100. Look, there were two blokes. They were wearing motorcycle helmets, dark visors.
Height? Build?
Both about the same height. Same build, yeah, medium, slim build, and
Wearing?
leather jackets, dark leather jackets, jeans, dark jeans. I think they were wearing boots.
So they're the same height, same build, same boots, and... Mate, they're wearing the same jackets.
And they had knives.
So we're looking for the leather twins, are we?
Here's Doreen.
sorry.
Robbie,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right.
Yeah, I'm fine. But they got a...
Oh, that's lovely.
She's been lonely for a very long time, PJ.
All right, so lonely women are trusting women, eh?
You just don't believe him, do you?
The biggest crowd was around an old push bike propped up against the wall. And there's these two Nigels wanking away. So evocative of the past, so starkly real. And a little boy jumps up on the push bike and he pedals away at it. Am I boring you?
What?
Oh, it's your Miss Downey.
Keep your voice down. It's not my Miss Downey. I hardly know the lady.
Yeah, your Miss Downey. She's got some fancy friends there. They're drinking the good stuff. No shadow cardboard, huh? Speaking of which...
Oh, yeah, my shout. Same again.
Yeah, might as well.
Here she comes, mate.
Sally, how are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, fine. Can I buy you a drink?
No. Nice thought. I'm having dinner with some friends. Yes.
Yeah, well, good to see you.
Yeah. You mustn't forget our date, though.
No, well, no, we won't. Well, nice to see you.
Same here.
Bye-bye, Miss Downey. Yeah, sit down and get a full dinner.
Mate, you noticed a couple of blokes in dark jeans, leather jackets, motorcycle boots around tonight?
No.
Both riding motorbikes, about 168 centimetres, slim build.
Listen, is Robbie all right? Oh, yeah, he's fine.
Actually, I thought I heard a motorbike parking in the yard when I was getting changed.
When was that, mate?
Oh, end of shift, plus 10 or 15.
It's probably Mr. Golding's bike.
Excuse me, sir, I'm Senior Detective Hashem. Do you own that motorcycle parked outside?
Why?
Do you?
Sit down, detective. In answer to your question, yes, I do own a motorcycle.
Righto, can I see some ID, thanks?
If you must. I ride a motorcycle because I choose to. I'm not a Hell's Angel.
Harley Davidson.
Heritage. Fine-looking machine, isn't it? Ever had the pleasure of riding one?
No, unfortunately not. So, where have you been tonight, Mr. Golding?
I'm a travel and food writer. I'm doing a sort of light-hearted piece on country pubs. I've been here having dinner since 6:25.
It's 25, is that right? Okay. And who employs you, sir?
Freelance. Someone work wherever I can.
And you'll be staying at the Imperial for...
Well, I'm almost finished. Incidentally, 9 out of 10 for the spiced lamb casserole.
Yeah, but according to Robbie's story, the two blokes who robbed him were on trail bikes.
Well, his motor was still warm.
Mr. Golding was out for a while earlier.
Before or after he started tea?
Couldn't tell you. But then he must have come down at least 5 minutes after Robbie, because Robbie had already collected Doreen and gone out.
But he doesn't fit the description. And Robbie would know the difference between a trail bike and a Harley.
I just had a funny feeling about him ever since he lobbed in, you know, because he's not a salesman and he's not a tourist. Trust my publican's nose.
Robbie, are you all right?
Oh, yeah?
He's had a few drinks at my place. I think he's still a bit shaken up by all of this.
That's okay, I'll look after him, don't worry.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, don't you worry.
I'll see you later, Rob.
Thanks.
It's okay. Night.
No, thanks. Okay. You want to tell me what happened?
Don't. Look, I've played 20 questions with PJ and Dash. Can we just forget it?
A couple of drinks at Doreen's, Robbie. Is that all?
Don't start.
Look at me. Robbie, look at me.
I don't believe. Look, I haven't used. I've been at Doreen's. How could I? You don't believe me. Okay. Do you want to go down to the hospital and get a urine sample? Come on, let's go.
I don't want that.
So you've been talking to PJ. I lied about the robbery, and I'm a junkie, so I emptied the till. Is that right?
Robbie, you know as well as I do that PJ has to cover every possibility.
What do you think? The truth is, I had a few drinks at Doreen's, and I came home here to you because I don't want to use again.
to my car.
Robbie?
The road after failing to take the bend, but 3 local teenagers, including the driver, received only minor injuries. Local sport now, and St David's first 11
Morning.
will take on Mount Thomas.
Hey, thought you'd still be asleep.
No, I'm an early shift today. Where have you been?
Oh, I just went for a drive. Coffee's on good.
I didn't hear the car come in.
Well, I coasted in. I didn't want to wake you. Would you like some breakfast or something?
Robbie, you've been out all night. I've been listening to the damn radio to see if you were dead. Where did you go?
I'm just cruising, I told you.
In my car, so I have every right to know where you went.
I just drove. I wanted to keep going, actually, just to leave you alone and get out of your life. But I knew you'd worry about me. Do you want me to get that?
No, have some coffee. Hello. Hi, PJ. He's here.
Thanks for coming in, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate. She'll be right. Rob, take a seat.
I'm fine.
Right. Now, Robbie, these motorbikes, could one of them been a Harley?
No?
Saw both bikes?
Yeah, I got a good look at them.
You know a bit about motorbikes,
I know
do
a
you?
Harley when I see one.
Fair enough.
All right, last night at the hotel, mate, before the robbery, you were drinking with Doreen.
Yes.
Now, did you leave her and go upstairs and visit anybody?
Oh, who told you that? Look, I'm the victim here. It sounds... What are you trying to suggest?
Hey, you've been a cop, but you know the deal.
Look, is that what you got me in here for? Huh?
Just answer the
I
question.
don't know how your mind works, but you've got it wrong again.
You reckon?
Yeah, look, I feared for my life yesterday, and what the hell... what do you care
very much
about
for
it?
your cooperation, Mr. Doyle.
I want you to tell your boyfriend to leave me alone. Tell him! Because I'm sick of it. I've had enough, all right? I've had enough.
Robbie, wait. Rob.
What's going on?
Yesterday's servo robbery picked up a bloke in the Imperial and he rides a Harley.
I know exactly what you're
These
trying to
blokes
do.
were seen on trail bikes, weren't they?
Boss, the guy at the Imperial is not legit. I got Nick doing checks on him.
Close the door. So does this bloke match the description we've got here?
Not exactly, no.
So what's the connection?
He thinks that Robbie's lying. It's a shot in the dark.
Is there any evidence to suggest that Robbie fabricated his statement?
Well, nobody's seen his trail bikes go through town, and we think that Robbie might have visited our Harley owner in his room last night, and we know what Robbie could have done with a couple of $100.
Do I have to listen to this?
Yeah, hang on. All right, speak plainly. Are you suggesting that our mystery man is a drug dealer of some sort and that Robbie faked the hold-up to pay for a hit?
Possible.
And I'll speak plainly too. You can theorise all you like, but unless you've got some hard evidence, don't start pointing the finger.
So one-eyed.
Open your eyes, Don.
Sorry, boss, it's urgent.
What?
Jim Jamison, there's been another robbery. More paintings are gone and Mr. Jamison's been injured.
Looks like you're taking a bit of a whack there, mate.
Yeah, I took off after him, but I went arse over on the step.
What time was this?
Oh, about midnight. Could have been later. It's dark as hell. I don't know. I heard an engine start up, and I was laid out by then. I was pretty groggy.
Mr. Jamison, how many paintings were taken this time?
Dozen or more. They left the sketches. They just took the ones that looked finished.
Dad, will you stop this now? Please?
Well, what do you care?
I care about you. This is insane. The farm's in debt and going to ruin. For a horse. Dad's out there painting the stallion for days and nights at a time.
By moonlight and by starlight. The night black horse is mine.
You mean Black Lightning?
Would you mind if we took a look around, sir? So what'd you find outside, Max?
3 or maybe 4 cars have been here. The tracks are going to be difficult to sort.
There's no joy here. Make any sense to you? This horse has taken over this guy's life.
Mount Thomas to 508 on local.
Yeah, boss.
PJ, I thought you might like to know that Nick's found some interesting history on a certain Mr. William Paul Golding.
What sort of history would that be, boss?
Deception. Would you believe passing off a forged
Bingo. Are you William Paul Golding of the William Golding Gallery, Oxford Street, Sydney?
Yes.
Then why did you claim when we had an earlier conversation at the Imperial Hotel that you were a food and travel writer?
Look, frankly, I don't want anyone to know I'm here.
Why is that?
I'm approaching a local artist with a view to buying his work. He's an untrained natural talent who was making his mark in the art world and then he dropped out suddenly. He's painting again, but he might not welcome intrusions into his privacy.
Right, what's his name?
James Jamieson.
Well, Mr. Golding, we're currently looking into the theft of works taken from Mr. Jamison's house.
I'm sorry?
Well, see, several paintings were stolen from his home in the robbery and he was also injured. Do you know anything about this?
No, but if what I hear about his recent work's true, then this is a disaster.
Where were you last night between midnight and 1 a.m?
At the Imperial... Look, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to take this in. These paintings are incredibly important.
Well, and valuable, obviously.
Yeah, quite valuable.
Well, how much would you say they'd be worth?
Well, given the mystique surrounding this horse series, I'd say about 5,000 a picture.
Mr. Golding, can someone confirm that you were at the Imperial between those times?
Yeah, the owner. She came into the parlour at about 12:30 to say she was locking up.
You know Robbie Doyle?
Robbie Doyle? No, I'm not familiar with his work.
No, he's not an artist, sir. Did he at all visit you at the Imperial?
No, I don't know any Mr. Doyle.
So yesterday evening about 6 o'clock?
No.
Detective Hasham, I think that's been established.
Thank you, Constable Doyle. Very much.
I've had calls from the local rag, regional television have been on the phone. This is going to blow up into something if we're not careful.
Your favourite local journo is still waiting to see you.
Are we making any progress?
Well, Golding didn't have any paintings in his person or in his luggage, so I'm going to ring the local courier companies to see if any packages were sent this morning.
Boss visitor.
Yeah. Look, if it's Tony Timms, I don't want to Sally, come on in.
Sergeant?
Thank you, Senior.
Right.
Well, this is a surprise. A pleasant one, of course.
Perhaps it isn't.
Huh?
I believe you're interviewing a client of mine, Mr. William Golding.
Client of yours?
No, I already told him.
Excuse me, a word, please.
Interview suspended 11:25 for Senior Detective Hasham to speak to Sergeant Croydon and Ms. Downey.
Ms. Downey's here to speak to her client.
Hasham?
Miss Downey, I'm Bill Golding.
Pleased to meet you.
We've already started the interview.
Yes, I see.
Mr. Golding was happy to start without representation.
I'd like some time alone with my client, please.
Well, I don't have a problem with that, Detective Hasham.
Look, come on, guys. Look, they're saying this robbery is big time, right?
Timsy, we don't know anything, all
They
right?
are saying this guy could be the next pro heart, right?
Oh, Mr. Ha! Oh, I
Thank
tell
you.
you what, though. I've
What?
heard that the horse he paints is out near Widgery Way.
Widgery? You
Well,
sure?
Yeah, well, that's what I heard anyway.
Thank you very much. That's great. I appreciate this. Thanks.
Hey, Timsy, it's McKinley. Small C, big K.
Got it. Thanks.
Boss, I'd like to check on Mr. Jamieson and see how he's doing.
Peter?
No problem.
Done.
So how much do they reckon these paintings are worth?
This Mr. Golding reckons about $5,000 apiece.
$5,000? That's over $50,000 for paintings of horses. Where does this Golding bloke reckon he was last night?
Well, he said he was at the Imperial, and he's positive about the time. He's too positive. I reckon he was just setting up an alibi for Robbie Doyle to do the job.
PJ, I think you ought to go easy on Robbie Doyle.
Nick, try Robbie's description, please.
Mate, this package
That's
might have been
wishful
sent
thinking,
by
PJ.
a young bloke, a slim young bloke.
Robbie's involved with the Jamisons.
Brown eyes,
Golding's an
dark
art dealer. Robbie needs cash for drugs.
What about the service station robbery?
Or maybe Robbie needed quick cash to keep him going until he pulled the art job.
What about the painting that turned up again?
Mate, it'll all hang together. Robbie's in on it.
In the picture, huh? Yes. All right, cheers, mate. No package, so no Robbie. I'll give Brew Express a try.
What are you doing here?
Came out to see how you were.
What is it, on his side? Huh? Think he's beautiful? Oh, he is. He's got a demon in him. You know the story? He's the one who smashed my leg. That's why I paint him. He's in my dreams all the time. He owns me. You understand about that, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I could see that the minute I laid eyes on you. You know about hating.
And loving.
That is agreed. My client will remain in town and assist you with your inquiries, and you agree not to harass him.
Well, any harassment was in his mind.
His explanation of where he was has been confirmed, Detective Hashammer.
Look, I want any missing paintings recovered. I want to be able to buy them legitimately. Don't you understand that?
Well, we did have to take your past record into account, sir.
I was not aware that the painting I sold was a forgery.
That was a year ago and has nothing to do with this case anyway.
Right, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for
Oh, glad to be of help.
Well, cleared the air.
Next up. Call me about our dinner. Soon.
Yeah, I will. Soon.
Promises, promises.
Okay, so what have we got? Robbie was visiting Golding at the Imperial.
PJ, it could have been anybody. Or nobody. Chris only thought she saw him.
What are you talking about? Well, you're defending him, are you? He ripped you off. Remember your CD player
No,
dash?
I'm just saying that any time Maggie's not here, you get stuck into Robbie.
Well, I'm going to have a word to Chris.
PJ,
He's in on it.
Hi. Is everything all right out here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, the mad artist obviously is, eh? Look, Max, you know I'm not a very big fan of Robbie's. But, I reckon he should get a fair go like anyone else, and I don't think PJ's giving him that. Well, why? What's happened? Well, it's just the way that he keeps carrying on. It's like he's dead set on nailing Rob no matter what. Well, has he got something on him? No, I don't think so, but, no, it just didn't feel right, so I thought you'd better know. Thanks. Listen, everything's going to be fine. I just don't think you should get involved. Oh, okay. Are you right by yourself? Yep. Listen, there's something I want to do before I come back. Will you cover for me with the boss? Yeah, I'll do my best. Okay, see ya. Bye.
Mr. Golding was in the parlour until at least 12:30 last night.
Well, what about Robbie? This visit upstairs. Which room did he go to?
Don't know. All I know is that he left Doreen here on her own, and when he came back, it was from the direction of the stairs.
Was he furtive?
Furtive?
You know what I mean.
He just walked in.
Looking for somebody, mate.
Just coming from bed.
Here for Robert, thanks, Christine.
Put it away.
So, what's it going to be?
Just talking to your mate Golding about these missing paintings.
I don't know what you're on about.
Where were you last night after the robbery, mate?
Doreen at her place.
Yeah, so about midnight?
She dropped me back to Maggie's.
Oh, and they can both confirm this, can they?
Yes, they can. Thank you. Cheers.
Mate, the bloke from Davidson's courier service said that package did go through, but the bloke on night shift handled it, so I'll give him a bill at home.
Good on you. Max?
Yep.
What time did Robbie get home last night?
About 11, why?
Hello,
Did he go out again?
I don't think so, no.
You sure?
Police, can I...
I was asleep.
No, there's nothing wrong.
Doreen's the one with the motive, if you ask me.
Doreen?
Can you...
Yeah, well, those paintings have ruined that family. The wife gave up on him and moved back to Inverell, and then Doreen and her hubby broke up.
Yeah, he ran off with that barmaid from the railway hotel. Remember the girl, the Maori girl with a lovely voice?
Maybe you should ask Doreen where she was last night.
Doreen? Yeah, all right. Well, it must be difficult managing on your own. I mean, without a husband.
He ran off, that's his lookout.
It's your father who's the problem, though, isn't it? If you could just stop him from doing the paintings of the horses, which he's never going to sell to anyone, then you wouldn't have to support him.
So where were you between midnight and 1 a.m?
In bed.
Right, were you alone?
What I like to say.
Doreen, who were you with?
Your brother? He came back here, you know. I didn't have to ask him, he just did.
Hi. I want to talk to you.
Oh,
Why did you
Do you want
lie
a
to
drink?
me again?
I didn't lie to you.
How much have you had to drink?
Just a few of these.
You're pinned. I
I'm
can
not
see it. You've used.
I haven't used. Look, can we just drop it? Look, nothing's going on, Maggie.
You told me that you went for a drive last night.
Well, that's because I went for a drive.
All right,
last
well,
night.
you tell me where, exactly where.
Oh, just out to the highway.
Well, you swear it to God, would you, Robbie?
Okay, maybe I called in on Doreen.
What time?
About midnight?
You stayed there till this morning?
You got it, Constable.
Why did you lie to me?
Because I care about it.
And why did you tell me you almost kept on
Look,
going?
I just need some love, Maggie, okay? And I'm certainly not getting any from you.
Where's my car?
It's outside.
Give me the keys. Give me the keys, Robbie. You are not driving home.
Oh.
Excuse me, Mr. Golding. Could you tell me if this is from a painting?
Could be from any number of things. Yeah, possibly.
What would it be used for?
If it's from a painting, it's a wedge used to brace the frame of the canvas.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Maggie, is the Jamison place before or after the old silos?
The Jamison place.
Yeah, I'm going out there to see if he's prepared to sell his work now.
It's the next farm.
Thanks.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't look it.
Chris, can you tell me if Mr. Golding's been talking with Robbie at all?
Oh, just to say g'day, you know?
Tom.
Do you mind if I take another look around?
Yeah, whatever.
Good on you. Mr. Golding.
Mr. Jamison. I'm Bill Golding from William Golding Gallery.
You're wasting your time here.
Why can you say that? You haven't had my offer yet.
You haven't seen anything to make an offer on? Nor will you.
Didn't you say something about an unwelcome intrusion into his privacy?
I just don't usually find a checkbook unwelcome. Making progress, Detective? Some. The frame wedge your colleague found. Where'd that come from?
My colleague.
Constable Doyle.
Constable Doyle. Well, I can't really talk about that.
I warned her not to jump to conclusions. It's not definitely from a painting, you know.
Well, I suspected that.
Oh, good luck. I'll have another crack at the genius.
Was there really a hold-up at the service station last night?
Yes, dear Maggie, there was a hold-up at the service station last night.
No, I don't think there was. I think you faked it.
Maggie.
You weren't at Doreen's either. You took my car, you went over to her father's place and you stole the paintings.
What?
Now, she lied for you. You're so cunning, aren't you, Robbie? An alibi is always so much better if it's dragged out of a suspect. You're using and you need money.
Oh,
Don't bother denying it, Robbie. I found the evidence in the back of my car.
Of what?
You used it to take the paintings. I went out to the Jamison place and I checked the tyre tracks. I know what you've done. Did you bash your father as well?
No. What, you think I'd do something like that?
Well, I want to know, please, because if you did, that's the only thing I can't forgive.
Well, I didn't. I wouldn't. I mean, come off it. Okay, look. It was Doreen's idea. It had nothing to do with money. She thought that if I stole the paintings and got rid of them, then, you know, this... Well, her father would give up this obsession of his, and... Well, he was there last night and he woke up and...
Did you hit him?
I dumped the... You know, I dumped the paintings in the council skip. They'd be burnt by now. Look, he wasn't going to sell them anyway, and all that money tied up in the stupid paintings. I mean, she feeds him and clothes him and pays for everything. I mean, it's not fair. That couldn't go on forever.
So you didn't hit him?
No! I'm sorry. I have used again. I'm sorry, but look, I thought maybe I could go on the methadone and... Please, I just need another chance. I mean, come on. I mean, no one else is going to give me another chance, Maggie.
Hello. Hi, PJ.
What do you think you're doing?
No. What are you doing?
Investigating a crime, remember?
Wrong. You're trying to get Robbie any way you can.
Tracks, the Jamison farm. Now, you went out there because you thought they looked familiar, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What about that piece of wood, Maggie? Now, you tell me about that piece of wood.
What?
It's from a painting. Did Robbie use your car to do that job? Is that it?
There are hundreds of cars with tyres like mine, PJ, and the wedge.
Maggie, it's
I
not
found
worth
that
it.
out
He
of
is
the Jamison
not worth
property.
this. Why do you go on protecting him
Why
like
can't
this?
you ever give up, and why can't you ever leave him alone?
Because he is guilty, Maggie. He is guilty, and he is never going to give up heroin until he hits rock bottom. I'm trying to tell you this.
You don't know that he's guilty.
Do you? I mean, are you willing to give up your career for him? Because that is what you're looking at.
You don't know anything.
Oh, yes, I do, Maggie. I know that you are a bloody fool.
Oh, really? And
Yes.
what are you? What are you? Why are you doing this?
Well, maybe I'm doing it for you.
Well, give up and leave us alone. This is none of your business.
What the hell's going on? Doyle, PJ, my office now. All right, you first, PJ.
Oh, sorry.
Not a word out of you, Doyle.
It was a private argument.
I don't want to hear this. What I want is some answers.
I think it's possible that Robbie was involved in this art theft. Maggie doesn't, that's it.
What have you got that's new?
We're following some leads.
Well, will that prove that Robbie's involved?
Maybe, maybe not.
Are you two closing ranks on this?
What?
Perhaps I don't make myself clear. What I want here is some answers.
Well, listen, I don't have to be lectured here.
You are not being lectured.
Well, with respect, boss, this is my investigation, and I'm not answerable to you, am I?
With respect, PJ, when I hear you two shouting accusations at each other so loud they can almost be heard by passers-by in the street, I don't know whether either of you are capable of investigating this at all.
I don't have to listen to this.
Please, PJ.
No, I have work to do.
PJ.
Doyle, I've been in the police force a long time. I've seen this sort of thing before. It's like an infection. It starts when one member starts telling lies
Boss,
to
I
other
haven't
members.
said any-
Don't waste your breath, Doyle. Just listen. I won't tolerate anything but absolute integrity in this station. Now, either you're straight or you're out. If you're not straight, then you cease to be a copper in my eyes, and I use that word with the pride it ought to be used with. Now go home, Doyle, because you're off this case. Just go home, do what you like, just get out of my sight. And Doyle, think.
Oh, thanks very much, sir. Mate, you might want to have a look at this.
Maggie? What's going on?
I don't think I want to know.
Yes, mate, that makes two of us.
Maggie's here?
No, he's at the servo.
Got some notes from the courier from St David's. He booked a package through yesterday morning. Yeah, it was a cart and was sent to Sydney. We got a positive ID. Robbie sent the package.
He told me he destroyed them. He said he did it for Doreen.
No, he's done a deal for drug money. Eggs, I know he's your brother. And I know you love him very much. But how does he feel about you? What does he feel inside?
I don't want to talk about it.
I won't let him do this to you. I won't let him do this. No, you can't cover this up. Not on your own.
And I'm not going to let you get involved. I can't.
I'll help him. If he clears out of here and he leaves you alone, I'll help him. bad as you.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't let you help him. I can't. He's hurting people that I love. And it's not going to stop.
I don't care about him, Mags. I care about
No,
you.
no, I know that. But what he did to me, I can't let him do to anybody else, especially you.
And what do you want to do?
He's broken the law and he has to be stopped. And I have to do it. I'm a copper. That's who I am.
You want me to go?
No, I don't. I love you. I love you so much.
We've intercepted a carton with a dozen paintings in it at Sydney Airport.
Doreen, Robbie is a drug addict. He was using you to get money to buy more drugs.
So you get together with my girl so you can sell my paintings.
Mr. Jamieson, basically, he's going to try and lie his way out of this. So we need you to tell us the truth about the attack on you so we can...
Seems like I'm not the only one around here with a long rein on the truth.
Dad, did he hit you?
You might have.
I'd like to make a statement. If Dad will.
So, robbery and intentionally cause serious injury.
Yep.
And you think he sold the paintings to this Golding bloke?
Well, the boys are bringing Golding, but it's going to be pretty hard to prove without a statement from Robbie.
Well, then it's time to bring him in. Take McKinley with you.
No, boss, I have to go.
Doyle.
No, I can't let anyone else do this for me.
You don't have to do this, you know.
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Hey, PJ?
Robert Doyle, I must inform you that you are not obliged to say or do anything, but anything you say or do may be given in evidence. Do you understand? I must also inform you of the following rights. You may communicate with a friend or relative to inform that person of your whereabouts. You may communicate with or attempt to communicate with a legal practitioner. Get your hands off! Get your hands! Get your... Brad, you can't do this! It's all I can do. Get him out. It's all I can do for you, Robbie.
Robbie Doyle has made a statement.
Implicating Golding?
Yeah. Put him in it up to his neck.
What was Golding's response?
He called for his lawyer.
So Robbie stole the first painting and then put it back?
Well, Golding's a cautious man. He wanted to be sure that Robbie could get the paintings before he'd commit.
He wouldn't pay in advance, and so Robbie went and faked the service station robbery. He was running low on drug money.
But Doyle...
Well, the good news is that Jamieson will get his paintings back eventually.
And with any luck, the New South Boys will use this to help prove that Golding deals in more than artwork.
Well done, both of you. Can't have been easy.
No. Thanks.
But Doyle... I'm proud of you.
I was doing my job.
Above and beyond the call of duty, I reckon.
Thanks.
Now, is your mum going to send you some more of those novelty undies for Christmas?
Put your orders in, mate.
Well, I'll get some mistletoe. I'll be... the prison squad's at the back, Nicky. And your Miss Downey's about to go.
She's not my Miss Downey. She's Sally, come on in.
Oh, no, Tom, no time. I only called in to ensure that Mr. Golding got his bail.
Yeah, but I wanted to...
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Miss
Christmas to
Downey.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, the bird's flown.
Maybe she had another appointment, boss.
It's just a card, you know, Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, well, boss, you can use it next year, can't you?
Thank you for sharing that, Cooper.
Well, Bug, about as much love at Christmas as a turkey in a hot oven.
Found any mistletoe yet?
Nothing. No.
Maggie, are you alright? Yeah.
Cooper, do you want to get up in the Christmas
Oh,
tree? With the fairy? No, I don't think so. Da-da-da-da.
Yay.
Jingle bells,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride.
How you feeling?
I'll get there.
Need any help?
Probably.
Merry Christmas, Mags.